Hello everyone, myself Digvijay. I am fourth year medical student of Samara State Medical University. I am from Latur, Maharashtra. So today we have Rahul Tomar. Today we will make a podcast with Rahul.
Hello, my name is Rahul Tomar and I'm second year medical student in Samara State Medical University and I'm from Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh.
So let's start with some questions. Rahul, tell me about your NEET journey from NEET exam to airport, Russian airport.
After qualifying or after passing the 12th standard, I basically went to the Kota, Rajasthan as a usual trend because a lot of people do that.
Okay.
So after reaching Kota, I started preparing there for 1 year, but due to some personal reason, I could not make it. I could not get a good marks in the NEET exam. Then I went to the Delhi and I started preparing from the Akash Institute of Medical Science. But I tried to prepare for a few years more, but due to some reasons, I could not qualify the NEET exam with a very good marks.
Because of your personal some reasons.
Yeah, as I belong to the Uttar Pradesh, and in Uttar Pradesh we have a different kind of a criteria to get a government medical university.
Okay.
So I did not have I have a very less marks to cross that barrier.
To achieve your success.
Yeah. So as a normal middle class family, the last option that we have is going MBBS abroad.
Okay.
That is the last option every middle class family have. So I talked to my father that I want to fulfill my dream as a doctor. So can you please allow me to go to the outside of the India? So he said, okay, Rahul, if your dream is to become a doctor, we are agree and we can afford that, to be honest. So my father was agree. Then the next step was to check which university or which country I have to go. So after seeing or after searching YouTube and after searching Google, so I got that Russia will be my country of choice, and in Russia, Samara State Medical University will be my first preference because it fulfill all my criteria or it fulfill my own need that I need.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means your parents supported you to your dream.
Yeah, my parents is very supportive, specifically my father and very supportive to me.
Okay. Did you come alone or with your group?
To be honest with you, I came alone because I have done everything alone in the process of admission. So I don't have any group or I don't have any friend at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of problem do you face at airport or what kind of difficulties?
To be honest, this is a very good important question. I do not face any kind of a major problem in airport, but there were some kind of a minor problems. And it is like just because of the language barrier that we have. What happened when I was crossing the immigration officer does not know English because English is not their first language of speaking. So they know Russian.
Their own Russian language.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. What happened? They know Russian. So the immigration officer was saying something to me, but I could not understand what he's saying. But after a few minutes later, he used translator and he said, "What was your purpose of visit to Russia?" I said, I'm a student and I want to study medicine. So he said, okay, then he gave me a stamp clearing immigration.
They're always kind to our Indian students.
Yeah, they're always kind to Indian people because we have a good political relationship with them. Yes. What happened when I cleared immigration? I reached to the custom officer. The custom officer was very polite to me and he know little bit English.
Okay.
So what happened? The custom officer asked me two questions. The first one is, how many dollars you are carrying?
Because there is some limit to carry.
Yeah, there is some limit. Basically, there is a limit of $10,000 US. Okay. What happens if you carry more than $10,000 US? You have to fill the custom form.
And you have to pay some tax.
Yeah, you have to pay some tax, like a few very minor tax.
Okay.
But I was carrying $6,200. So I told the custom officer and he said, okay. Then the next question he asked me, how many rubles you are carrying? Okay. Because you cannot directly exchange the dollar. Okay. So you need some kind of ruble, like for the taxis, for the hotels. So he said, how many rubles you are carrying? I said, I have approximately 16,000 rubles. Okay. But it's good. Yeah, it is very manageable amount. Yeah. He believed my answer and he did not check my authenticity, that how much dollar I have, how much rubles I have. Then after that, he said, okay, you can go. Then after exiting the airport, I book a taxi. And what kind of platform I use? I use Yandex Taxi. This is an application.
Yandex Taxi app.
Yeah, this is an application. I was aware of that application because I searched on the internet.
Most of them don't know about this application also.
Yeah, like if they try to get information from the internet, they will know. But some people don't have kind of an interest to know that. Okay. So I book a taxi using a Yandex Taxi application. And from airport, I directly went to the Dean office. Then in the Dean office, I submitted my document. Okay. Yeah. And after submitting my document, I went to the my hostel. Okay.
It means you get your own hostel and in your own room.
Yeah. Basically, Dean office specifically gave me hostel and he gave me my room. And the commandant or head of the dormitory gave me my room number, which is 807.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And how was your first day of your university?
The first day is always full of anxiety. I have become like, what happened? There is a natural phenomena. When you do something for the first time, you will automatically feel anxiety.
Okay.
So this was the same case with me because I came to the Russia first time.
First time.
So I was feeling anxiety. But when I meet my seniors, when I meet you, when I meet Niyamath bhai, they give me a sense of calm.
Some kind of experience also.
Yeah, they give me some kind of an experience, and they also teach me how to use like they give me cards. They help me to make cards like tram cards, bus card, and they also tell me this is the grocery store, this is the shopping mall, where you from here you can buy this, from there you can buy this, and they also help me in like opening a bank account. So I'm very appreciable for that.
Senior support.
Yeah, senior is very supportive, and specifically you and Niyamath bhai and all of my senior that I have a friendship. They are very supportive to me. So this is how my first day was in the Russia.
It was a good thing.
Yeah.
How did you choose your friend circle? Because sometimes friend circle is good or bad.
Yeah, this is a very important things that you mentioned in this conversation between us. What happened? There is a wise man says the ambience, that means the surrounding, changes your personality, how you perceive the things.
Okay.
So this is the same case applicable with your friendship. If you have a good friend, supportive friend, you will automatically do a growth in your life.
Okay.
If you have a negative friend, not supportive with you, then automatically they will drag you down.
Because it is also sometimes it affect on your studies also.
Yeah, absolutely right. If you have a good people, they will support you. Rahul, study. This is more important than anything else. But if you have a bad friendship or friend circle, then they will not motivate you. That's the main thing. And they will put you in a different kind of a negative or indirectly damaging things to you. Yeah.
Yes, it is good.
Yeah, friendship is very important, to be honest.
Yes,
and I met Niyamath bhai and all of the people, and they are very good people. They are always supportive to me.
And how did you choose our university, and which criteria do you keep in your mind for choosing our university?
When I was searching about the universities, I found that all the criteria that I have in my mind, like research, like city, like the administration, and all the guidelines that is specifically sent by the NMC.
Yes.
So after seeing everything, I consider Samara State Medical University as the best as per my need, because budget is also a different kind of a thing, which is a very important. Budget should be considered.
It is also a budget-friendly university.
Yeah, budget-friendly university, but the main thing was NMC guideline. Basically, there is a 3 main basic guidelines that was recommended by the NMC. That any university that you are choosing should be NMC approved or NMC recognized.
Okay.
So this is the first guideline. The second guidelines is every university, the mode of teaching should be English, complete English. Because what happened before 2021, there was some universities who are teaching 3 years in English and 3 years in Russian.
Like, it's like bilingual language.
Yeah, it's bilingual language. It was acceptable before 2021, but after the new guideline, it is not acceptable. All 6 years should be in complete English medium. The third is the like duration of your general medicine. How many months it should be. Basically, what happened? As per the specific NMC guideline, the NMC mentioned that your mode of or your duration of MBBS should be approximately 54 months.
54 months. It's like 5.8.
Yeah, 5.8
years.
5.5 to 5.8. So if you have any medicine or any university who are offering less than this duration, then indirectly it will be a bad thing in the future. The NMC will not give you any kind of a certificate that you are qualified doctor in India.
How do you manage your studies with your extracurricular activities?
When I was in the first year, the first year is very hectic, and we have a lot of subject in the first year.
Because you are also new also,
Yeah, I'm also new. I have to learn things. I have to learn Russian language, and I have to learn about the people. I have to learn about the environment of the city.
Yeah.
So first year was very hectic. So due to that, I have very less time for the self-study.
Okay.
But when I reach in the second year, what happened? We have only the main subject.
Okay.
Like anatomy, like histology, like biochemistry, physiology.
Yes.
And this subject, like on an average, only one class happening in one a day.
Okay.
So that means the duration of that class is approximately 4 hours. So we have, after completing the class, we have a lot of time to study.
As compared to Indian students?
Yeah, as compared to Indian students, because in India, they have to go hospital routines and they have to attend a lot of classes. But in Russia, specifically in Samara, we only have one class per day, which eventually help us to study more as a self-study. Yeah.
It is also benefit for abroad students.
Yeah, this is benefit because we got a lot of time for the self-study, and I believe that only self-study can help you to become a good doctor. Like teacher will teach you everything, but if you are not doing self-study, then it is worthless to be. Then you will not get any knowledge, extra knowledge. So self-study is very important.
Because in medical field, without knowledge, you are nothing.
Yeah, without knowledge, you are nothing to be. You are right.
I want to ask that what is your future plans? Because everyone have their own plans. What about you?
My future plan is like the main future plan of mine is joining Indian Army as a medical officer. Like my father is in Indian Army, serving as a rank of officer.
Okay.
And he indirectly or directly have an influence on my mind psychology.
Yes.
So I always wanted to join Indian Army, but due to some personal reason, my father said no for the physical army.
Okay.
So now I will go as a doctor in Indian Army, serving as a
medical officer.
Yeah, as a medical officer. This is my first primary goal. But my second goal is United States medical licensing exam. What will happen? I want to give United States medical licensing exam just to check my knowledge, the depth of knowledge I have. This is not my primary goal, just for my hobby or just
second option.
Yeah, for the second option.
Okay.
So that's why United States is my second option.
It is good.
Yeah, it is good. Absolutely, we have to give a lot of exams in the field of medicine.
What kind of books do you prepare?
I have a lot of books, to be honest, because I read a lot and
that.
Yeah, like I want to show you, like as we have. I want to start from the anatomy.
Okay.
Basically, in anatomy, what I do, I prefer grays.
Okay.
So you can see that I have a grays anatomy. In the grays, like in India, the people prefer Bedi's Chaurasia. A lot of students prefer Bedi's Chaurasia. But as I have to give United States medical licensing exam, I have to buy a different kind of a book, which is known as the grays. This is the best book in anatomy as per my need. But
according to you.
Yeah, according to me, because the
everyone have their own choice.
Everyone have their own choice, but I prefer this book in the anatomy. And the next one is the atlas. Like if you want to see a lot of images, then you can go for the atlas. So
Atlas of Human Anatomy.
Atlas of Human Anatomy, NATRS. I would please give me a moment. So the next one, basically, it is a part of anatomy in India, but as per in different country, it is considered as a different subject, which is known as the histology.
Okay.
In histology, I read Zunquera.
It is an international edition.
Yeah, it is an international edition. But in histology, we have, as per the Indian curriculum, we have Indraveer Singh.
Everyone can prepare this book.
Yeah, everyone can prefer this book. Like if they want to learn a lot of things, everyone can prefer this book. But majority of the people prefer Indraveer Singh in histology.
Okay.
Like if I talk about the next subject, that is known as the biochemistry. So in biochemistry,
it is one of the most important subjects in second year.
It's very important because we have to learn a lot of cycles in this and enzymes and all, vitamins and all.
Because it's a basic of medicine and pharmacology.
Yeah, basic of. So in biochemistry, I prefer Vasudevan book. There's a Lippincott also, but I prefer Vasudevan because when I compare both of the books, and I got that Vasudevan is far better than the Lippincott. And if I talk about the physiology, in physiology, in India, the people prefer Ekajan. Like majority of the Indian students prefer Ekajan. But in here, as a personal preference, I prefer Guyton. Because I have to give United States medical licensing exam again. So I prefer Guyton. When I compare both Ekajan and Guyton, I got to know that Guyton is far better than the Ekajan. But this choice depends upon the individual. Like everybody have different kind of a choice. But for me, Guyton is far better. For me, this book suits more than the Ekajan. Okay. So this is the second year subject. But I love to read different kind of a subject like so here, like, can you please take this book here? Yeah, thank you so much. Like I used to study a little bit extra. So in pharmacology, I study pharmacology from the first year, and in pharmacology I prefer Katzan. Basically in India, the KD Tripathi is the book. KD Tripathi is the book of the choice. But I prefer Katzan because it's far better than the KD Tripathi. So if you want to do pharmacology, just go for the Katzan. Don't go for the KD Tripathi, to be honest. And I also read medicine because I read this as a novel. I'm not reading or I'm not giving any specific time for this book. I just read it as a novel because I am quite interested in medicine because it is a very vast subject. So I started it from the second year. So in medicine, I prefer Davidson. Basically, we have two books here, like Harrison and Davidson. Harrison is a very vast book. It is like deep knowledge. Yeah, very deep knowledge, and we don't have that much time that I will specifically give a lot of time to the Harrison. But in Davidson, we only have 2 books. We only have 1 book. But in Harrison, we have 2 books. So Davidson is the best book for the medicine, and I prefer Davidson.
Okay.
So this is the medicine. There is a different kind of a book that is known as the McLeod Clinical Examination. In this book, you will know the clinical exposure, that like how to take patient history and how to diagnose the disease.
All practical knowledge.
Yeah, it's about the practical knowledge. You are absolutely right.
Okay.
So if you want to know, if you want to gain the practical knowledge, you should buy this book that is known as the McLeod Clinical Examination. And the next book is psychology. Basically, in United States Medical License Exam, there is a subject that is coming that is known as the psychology. So in this book, I consider psychology, I am preferring child psychology. Like this book contains a lot of things, that how you can manipulate the child, how you can treat them, how your action change the psychology of
how to control that subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind. Okay. So psychology is a very important subject as per the USMLE curriculum.
Okay.
So this is the book and in like a to do question, I am preferring Davidson's self-assessment book. It contains a lot of questions. So if you want to love to do questions, so then you can go for this book.
Okay. Also, I want to ask that question that many more students of first year don't know about which book should we prepare.
Basically, as I told you that these are the book, and I also tell you the comparison between Indian books and the foreign authors' books.
Okay.
So they can see this video and they can buy their book as per their preference they have. Yeah.
I also want to know about that. Which platform do you use, or which platform do you prefer for studies?
For me, I think Marrow is better for me. Like everybody have different kind of a choice. Somebody prefer Hindi, somebody prefer bilingual. But I think for me, Marrow is best. So I have Marrow.
I prefer Cerebellum app.
Yeah, you prefer Cerebellum. It depends upon the individual or what kind of platform they fit for their need.
For clinical and non-clinical subject, they teach very nicely.
Yeah, they teach very nicely. In Marrow, it's in very detail, precise, and very good content. So that's why I prefer Marrow, because I have to give a lot of different kind of exams. So I prefer Marrow, and Marrow can help me in qualifying all the exams.
There are no some kind of difference, like they are little bit same.
Yeah, there is, like they are same, but the amount of information they are carrying. In Marrow, it's a little bit extra. Okay. So this is thing matter for me, because if you want to perform better than any other student, you have to be like you have an extra knowledge with you. So it will help you to get a very good rank in the future. Okay. Yeah.
Which device should we prepare for studies, like laptop or tablet?
Like without any thinking, because we all belong to the middle class family. So we should not waste our money in a different kind of a waste product, to be honest. Because only, I think as per me, iPad will do your job in all years. Like if you're in the first year, it will do your job. If you're in the second year, it will do your job. Like a lot of people or a lot of students buy a laptop, but after a few months they think there is no use of laptop,
because some of the app will not open in that.
Yeah, because all the study app are basically built.
They have their own privacy.
Yeah.
Now Rahul, we will talk about exam time, because it is a very pressurized time for all the first year, second year students. Now tell me your experience about our university's exam.
If I talk about my university exam, what happened, the exam pattern is completely different. Okay. In India, the exam is only, majority of the time is in the written form. Okay. But here, the exam pattern is very completely different. You have to give them in written form as well as in the oral form.
Okay. Like Viva.
Yeah, as a Viva. Basically what happened, when the teacher will give you questions, you will write them in a paper. Okay. And after writing in the paper, the teacher will call your name. Okay. And the teacher will see your paper, that's what kind of a question you have. And after that, the teacher will ask you the question.
Like orally.
Yeah, you have to give them oral answer. So this is the exam pattern here. And after that, if you satisfy the teacher with your answer, they will automatically pass you or fail you at the same time. They will give you credit on your credit book. So this is the exam pattern of my university.
Now, what kind of suggestion do you want to give to our YouTube viewers?
My suggestion to your YouTube viewers,
according to all our universities student, you are one of the topper student of our university.
Yeah,
like you. I see your credit book. Dean also see that you have taken good marks, and he also congratulate you.
So my personal suggestion would be that you should choose your university very wisely, and you should choose your university with a trusted people, because here in a lot of fraud people are there too, and you should choose a very like a valid or legit person for your admission. and you should also like see that if your university qualifying your NMC guideline or not.
Okay.
So yeah, this is my, and for you, I think the suggestion or tip I would like to give you is that be continue in your YouTube, because a lot of people will try to drag you down, but to you always neglect them, and you always focus on your study and your hobby as a YouTube.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah.
Okay, now we will end this podcast. So we will meet in next video. So bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.